Did you know that if you played any note on the piano 440 times per second, it would sound like an A? Let me explain. In my DAW, I have 3 different piano tracks: C1, C6, and C9. Each note is repeated multiple times. Every note is 4,410 samples long, which equals 0.1 seconds at a sample rate of 441,000. Digital audio works by approximating sound waves through a process called analog to digital conversion. This involves measuring the amplitude of the wave at regular intervals called samples. The sample rate defines how many times per second these measurements are taken. In this case, the sample rate is 441,000 samples per second. This means 441,000 measurements are taken every second to capture the sound. Each of these measurements provides a data point, and together, these points approximate the original sound wave. The higher the sample rate, the more precise the approximation becomes. At 1 BPM, these notes are playing every 0.1 seconds, creating a fast metronome-like effect. As you can hear, it sounds like someone hitting a note quickly, kind of like a metronome ticking at 600 BPM. Watch what happens as I gradually increase the BPM. As the playback speeds up, we stop perceiving these notes as individual sounds. Instead, we start hearing them as a continuous pitch. At 44 BPM, what was once a series of repeated C6 notes now sounds like a square wave at 440 Hz. Now let's listen to the other tracks. The C1 track sounds very similar to the C6 track. This one sounds different from the other tracks. The fundamental pitch of 440 Hz is still there, but the tone sounds harsher. When we analyze the frequency spectrum of all the tracks, you can see that C1 and C6 have similar graphs. Looking at the peaks, they follow the harmonic series. The C9 track, however, shows irregular peaks in the 4 to 5 kHz range and a strong peak at its fundamental frequency around 8000 Hz. This makes it sound harsher compared to the other tracks. The harmonic series refers to a set of overtones that occur alongside the fundamental frequency of a given sound. These overtones are multiples of the fundamental frequency and influence the overall tone of a sound. Even though all the tracks share the same fundamental pitch of 440 Hz, those additional overtones shape how we perceive the tone of each note. In the case of C9, the irregular peaks in the higher frequencies change the way we hear it, giving it a different sound even though it shares the same fundamental pitch. If you want to try this experiment in your DAW, feel free to share your insights in the comments. If you found this video to be fun or insightful, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know what you would like to see next. Thanks for watching.